Welcome to Comprehensive Code YouTube channel. Today we'll be solving LeetCode 2373, largest local values in a matrix. Let's read the question first. You are given an n by n integer matrix grid. Generate an integer matrix maximum local of size n-2 by n-2 such that maximum local I of j is equal to largest value of 3 by 3 matrix in a grid centered around I plus 1 and column j plus 1. In other words, we want to find largest value in every contiguous 3 by 3 matrix in a grid. Return the generated matrix. All right, let's understand the question first. The question is asking we have to find a matrix of size n-2 and n-2 where the value of a particular cell is the largest in the 3 by 3 matrix in that grid. For example, if we start from here, we have to find largest value in 3 by 3 grid, that is 9. That's why the answer 9 is here. Similarly, if we go here and if we do search here, it is 9, so that the answer is 9 here. Also, if we search here, the largest value is 8, that's why the 8 is here. And similarly here, largest value we can see is 6 and the 6 is here. I think it makes sense, the question makes sense for us. Let's understand how we can solve this. For its, we'll iterate through the number of columns till number of columns minus 3. Similarly, we'll iterate through the rows up to number of rows minus 3. And in each iteration, what we'll do is we'll find the largest value in 3 by 3 grid and then put the largest value in the cell as we move. I hope it makes sense. With that, let's start coding. First thing first, so we'll find the number of rows and number of columns as length of grid and length of grid 0. Okay, now if the length of rows is less than or equal to 2, we just return empty matrix because we don't want to calculate because we have to calculate the maximum value in 3 by 3 grid. So again, now what we'll do is we'll go through its row for row in range and rows minus 2. Before that, let's initialize a result, which will be a matrix of size n-2 and rows minus 2 and then n cols minus 2. So basically for I in range and cols minus 2 for in range and rows minus 2. Okay, that's great. For row in range and rows minus 2, for col in range and cols minus 2, what we have to do is result row and then column is find max value in this row column, and at last we'll just return the result. And let's write this function our row column, and then we'll define best, and that will be grid row and column, and then for r in range of row plus 3, for column in range column plus 3. What we'll do is we'll find the best, update the best, maximum of the best, and then grid row and then column. Okay, so now we'll return the best at last. Let's format this. All right, so I think that should be it. Let's run the code and see. List assignment out of range. All right, something is wrong here. Let's see. And rows and calls. That's good. And 0 for in range. I didn't raise that. Let's see. Max value, row column, best is grid row column. For row in that, for column in that, should be good. The best is maximum of the best and grid row column. And then column, okay. That's good. And then we return the best. So for I in range and okay, we have to do, sorry, so for row in range and calls -2 and rows -2 because the result will be, the resultant matrix will be different. So let's see.